Hey guys, you're probably wondering why I have a crown on my head and I'm dressed a little bit very Renaissance-y. Well, I'm going to the New York State Renaissance Fair, or the New York, yeah, so today's the day. It's September 12th, and it's a beautiful day here in Staten Island right now. So we're going to Tuxedo, New York, which is about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes, give or take, with traffic to get there. So pretty excited. I'm just waiting for the fiancé to get dressed and put on some makeup, and then we're heading off. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Every year we try to do this event because, one, it gets me and her out of the city, and number two, it's so fun to go there and see the different people dressed up in their costumes and see the smile and families and all the people that just go there. You see some of the most amazing costumes and vendors. They sell beautiful costumes from a different time in the world, and you see food and just amazing giant, like, just food that's just ridiculously amazing too. And they have beer and prizes and candles and pendants and costumes and you name it, accessories and shows. I love the shows. They have people performing. So there's so much going on in that fair, and it happens like for about a month or so. They only do it once a year for a month, but man, it is so an exciting time for me and my fiance. We know that fall's coming because we do this, and so looking forward to it before we have our other two art shows that are coming up. So we're just a little fun in the meantime of doing this. So yeah. Today is September 10th, 2021, Friday, Staten Island, New York. It's about 62 degrees, fall weather. Sun's it's coming up actually now. It's already rising behind these buildings. As you can see these beautiful trees. This big giant tree I see every morning. It's a double tree. I love this one. Every morning I see it. I'm just in love with that tree. And yeah, sorry to go on about trees and mornings, but man, what a blessed morning. It feels great to just wake up and feel gratitude. Another day my body wakes up and gets to hear the crickets, the wind right now. I know you guys probably can't hear the wind. You can't hear the wind, but the sound, the feel against your ear and face, the coolness. Those are those great things that I look forward to. It may seem like poor or little or nothing, but I look forward to it. I love that feeling. I don't take for granted too much. I try not to take granted too much of what Earth can provide. I see a bird up there in the sky, so beautiful. And I'm headed off to work again. I'm grateful to go somewhere every morning so I can make money, so I can feed myself and pay bills. And I know it's always a gratitude thing with me, but I really do appreciate waking up in the morning to say those things. I think I wanted to talk about motivation and self-motivation. I was just watching a channel, a gentleman by the name of Timothy Ward. Go check him out. He's a great, I guess he's a life coach. I didn't know he was. I just like the way he talks. So I used to always have stereotypes about life coaches. And that was my fault because some of them, a lot of messages are clear. They're great. They're positive energy. And he was talking about self-starting, he could be the cheerleader, which I agree. You could have someone cheer your corner, but at the end, initially, you have to start. You have to be a self-starter. You have to get off from where you're at, get up from your desk, off the ground, out of bed, out of your slump, and you eventually have to come out of your own hole. That's what's eventually going to have to happen, I think. Really is. I really think so. I mean, eventually, that's what's going to happen. See, a lot of people, like myself sometimes, I'll speak about myself, I'll get into a funk. And then I have to find ways to get out of it. And one of those ways, I usually think, is I used to be, when I was younger, TV. I was always putting something on television, but that wouldn't get me out. Music was getting me out a lot. I love music because it wasn't visual, but it was more sounds and listening to words for me. And listening to or reading a book. And that book could be anything. It could be Treasure Island, Robert Caruso, and Timothy was saying was, I can tell you where to go, but I don't have a blueprint for you because everyone's unique. And that's the same, I think, for myself. Everyone has a unique ability. So, I couldn't go tell someone on YouTube, I don't think I could, I wouldn't want to. I couldn't go tell someone who's a pencil artist who's done pencil all their life with colored pencils or charcoal and say, oh yeah, just pick up a paintbrush and paint this way and you'll be successful. That's not going to work. In order to learn a tool, you have to go through it, your own muscle, your own hand, your own eyes, your own temperament, your own feeling, your own energy, and your own ideals, because that's what it is, ideals. They're ideals, but they're not stapled to you. They're not concrete. You have to find out who you are in art, life, and in general, just everyday applications. So yeah, that was something I was thinking about. Just it's so easy sometimes to put someone who's positive down. It's easy. It's an easy thing. I've done it. Guilty of it right here. Totally guilty. Meanwhile, I shot the messenger but didn't get the message. I'm guilty of that. But now, I sometimes have to reflect and be careful because of my reluctance, my fear of not listening to the message because I don't want to hear it I can be my worst enemy. I can block it and not get what I need for that day, that nutrient, that protein, that energy to get the idea going. So yeah, I'm really glad that's, I'm observing and I'm aware of that. So that's my own self-analysis of myself. So, sometimes they say that you have cheerleaders for a reason. Sometimes you need cheerleaders in life. You need people to say you can do it. And that's what I believe. I believe everyone here can do something. It's great to follow their templates, but you have to break out of those templates eventually because you are unique. Those templates were made for someone. I make things for myself and you make things for yourself. It's not selfish, it's just who you are. So just something to food for thought. And so I also wanted to talk about another comment which was awesome. I just met this, got this YouTube user named Nenne. I might be pronouncing this person's name wrong. Is a unique person. Go check their channel out. A photographer / artist from Sweden. The unique thing about her is the way she tells stories and the beautiful photos she takes and the words she uses. I just saw her. She has one video right now and I recommend you check it out and listen to the whole video. It's fantastic. So beautiful and harmonizing. It's a work of art to me. And the storytelling alone has so much energy and it just refreshes what art for me is about and picture taking. And I don't want to give away too much, but I want you to go check her stuff out. Really cool. And then I have someone else I was just thinking about since this YouTube community has been getting bigger for me as I just love and watch and learn from other people. There's this guy called Kasper, the Illustrator. I love Kasper now. Kasper, I just love his stuff. He's always unique, coming out of the box. Talented guy. His latest video is about this mushroom, and I forget of it because he said it so many times in the video, but I want you to check that video as well if you can, if you want to. It's a great video on hunting for mushrooms for ink to use for material for painting and drawing. I've been looking for mushrooms now myself, and he did mention it in my comments about it might be here. But it's so unique to find out how different artists approach using different materials. It really is unique. I really like that. These are there's so many amazing things that you don't know, and then you get people who just put out these great things. Who would have thought mushroom ink? You can get mushroom from ink and use it for art. And that's kind of cool. Just the adventure of that. That's so much, that's fun for me. I love it. I really love that. I'm just showing you the leaves as they fall slowly. There'll be more falling down as we head more into September. Sorry about the spinning around like crazy, but you know, I like doing that. And so, and of course, I cannot forget one of my favorites of YouTube's, and I mentioned them a couple of times, but Trove Arts. I love you guys. So I was just back looking at their videos again. I love looking through their videos and the artistic and the audio of Aaron and Julia, that their mastery, their passion, their beauty for art. And I love the way they did their videos, and they're really nice people. So check their stuff out. I got so many favorites, of course. There's so many. There's the Blade Runner. I've always watched it. I love it. There's the Indiana Jones version of it, which is great. The Basco Sauce guitar, love that. This beautiful drawing of the speed raceways. This woman, really beautiful stuff. You guys should check them out. They have some beautiful art too. Man. I'm glad I woke up this morning and just full of just, you know, breath and enjoying the morning walks before I head off to work. And I'm glad you get to watch what I watch. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to share this with you as I walk to I take a bus every day now. I walk to get my legs going and get some exercise. I could take a car over, but I like walking and taking a bus. It's faster for me. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And be kind to each other.